Maurice and welcome to Tanks Invest, where we talk about investing, finance, and professional development. For today's video, it is for purposes only. The stock we're going to talk about today would be a meme stock, AMC Holding, ticker AMC. As you saw from the equity market yesterday, AMC was up about 97% at one point, pumping from the $18 mark all the way to the $72-$62 level, right? And the stock pump was really majorly driven by a couple of different catalysts, right? One was because of merger capital decided to invest $230 million into the stock at the bottom of about like $18 a share. And subsequently, because of the Wall Street bet cult that has been propelling the stock upward, it created this more of like a positive media affectation, some sort of like a euphoric pump momentum that subsequently propelled the stock to go upward like a rocket ship, up and away. And with respect to what happened today, you could see that we are currently trading around like $47-$30 level, down about 25% right now. And this negative pressure is majorly driven by the Fed announcement from Harkin yesterday about the tapering, or the reverse quantitative easing by, shortening our supply of the liquidity among the markets, among corporations, among retail investors especially. We subsequently drive a lot of negative media affectations and selling pressure across the market, which basically, in a way, popped the balloon for AMC. Go through a technical analysis to see where I see the price going forward from here, right? What are the level of resistance level that we should be buying at if you decide to buy at? Or the way I would call it, this is basically a psychological maneuver play, because this is mainly driven by emotions, by euphoria, but how you could take advantage of this situation by buying at the right level, then subsequently make a quick gains from here. Okay, so stay tuned, stick around, let's make some money. Right, so moving on to the technical analysis for AMC, and as you can see that I drew a bunch of resistance lines below here. And the reason is because I want to be as precise as possible with respect to the historical resistance level that we've identified for you to further chip away and dollar cost average. So that's the resistance level historically. However, as of yesterday, as you recall, AMC was up about close to 100% yesterday because of those media affectation that we just talked about, right? The merger capital decided to invest $230 million into the stock, and also with respect to the Wall Street bet pump, and also just a lot of media affectation that has been positive, propelling the stock to go upward from here, right? And you could see that because of the fact that we had this one-time purchasing of the 230, and I would say this is majorly driven by the hedge fund, subsequently pumped it up even more. And I think this is some sort of like a raw indicator that because of the fact that we bought up so fast, that we had some selling pressure, because some people thought that was the pump that you need to dip. So there were some smart investors or not so smart investors that sell at that moment, right? But subsequent to that, because of the whole euphoria, the whole FOMO that happened, it subsequently pumped it up. A lot of people start buying in. You saw that across the equity market, we had some selling pressure from like a lot of the growth stocks to propel AMC stock, right? So a lot of liquidation events happen to pump the AMC stock upward, right? And that's why you see this mega green candle, majorly driven by retail investors, I would say, based on the volume that you see here, right? And because of the fact that, look at a historical level, we had no prior resistance level, right? This is all-time high that we tested yesterday. We have never tested this level anywhere historically, right? So right now, the balloon has popped because of the Fed tapering news that we got from last night, right? And the market was closed at that point. And also with respect to just because of the quick pump that we have had and the quick dump that we got from merger capital selling, not at the peak, but somewhere around the peak, right? I would say selling somewhere around here, that people start to sell off because of that momentum that we got pushed to do. And that's exactly why we're reversing right now, right? So right now we're down about 25%, 23, 50%, right? Some people might ask, like, is this a good time for us to buy right now? Is this a dip that we should be getting into right now? I would say based on the MACD perspective and the RSI perspective, on the MACD is completely out of whack, right? We are extremely we're pushing upward right now, and I think this is gonna fall flat on your face very, very soon because this is completely defining logics at the moment, right? Despite the RSI is going downward right now, so we're gonna see more of a downtrend. So I foresee the stock to go down even further to the next resistance level around the 3209 level, hovering around there. And contingent on more positive news or some sort of like another media affectation that's going to pump the stock upward again, we might bounce from this level here. But the likelihood of us getting so would be relatively rare because of the fact that we've already pumped up so much and a lot of people made some good money already. And right now, a lot of people are losing money because a lot of people bought at the top, right? So I don't foresee another, bipolarism in the market going forward to pump this up and dump this because this is pretty drastic, and I think this is going to raise a lot of red flag in the SEC compliance perspective as well, right? I'm actually surprised that they're not halting the stock at the moment, down by 25% at the moment, because this pump and dump is there's some gray area with respect to the ethics that we're currently observing at the moment right now, right? So would I advise buying at these levels or buying the stock at all? I would say not right now. But if you want to gamble some money or take a short bet, I think start chipping away at the 3209 level wouldn't be surprising to me if that's what you want to do. But just know that the substantiveness of the consolidation is extremely weak. We have only had this one red candle, and we've never really formed it historically. You can see that going back all the way, we've never formed this consolidation level. This is not even a consolidation level to begin with. This is just people being smart, selling because they thought that was the pump, right? So I would advise staying away from this stock because you kind of missed the boat already, or you missed that pump. And this was basically like a one-time lottery thing that occurred. This is something that was not supposed to happen, right? And if you invest now, I think you're too late, and you're probably gonna lose a lot of money from here. I think that downward pressure, knowing the fact that we're up 100%, we're only down about 20% so far. We're gonna see another 50% corrections down below to the $31 mark and then sell off even more, right? Ultimately, as a long-term investor, AMC is definitely a declining company with very weak business fundamental, right? They are in debt up to the eyeballs, right? They in needs of a bailout going forward, um, despite the economy slowly coming back up, right? But the company is in a bearish, detrimental state of their life cycle right now, right? And the COVID was basically a nail in the coffin in a way, right? So this is kind of like a dead person pump, right? Not even a dead cat bounce, just like a dead person pump. So I don't suggest getting in right now. I don't suggest buying in right now. For me to even get any slim of an interest to buy, I would maybe go back down to the level of like the 13 or the $18 level, going back to the true resistance level as the bottom. Which is the reason why Merger Capital decided to invest 230 million, which is a big chunk of their asset under management to make such a huge bet on AMC, right? And congrats to them, and congrats to their coordination with the media coverage to subsequently push the stock up because they know the media affectation that can have an impact on the supply and demand dynamics. So yesterday was something to be questioned. It's definitely a questionable move what they did and how they did it, and I think SEC is gonna be ringing the doorbell sometime soon. And so again, I don't suggest doing it now. I would wait off and just like forget about this. I would wait until if we even go back down to like the $15-$18 level, then maybe buy it at those levels because the risk right now is extremely high in comparisons to the rewards perspective, right? The risk and reward ratio is just out of whack right now. MACD is complete out of whack, despite the RSI being oversold, which makes sense because we're down 20% right now. So stay away. It's better be safe than sorry, and hope you guys be careful out there and don't get hurt from this or try to be greedy, try to buy in at these levels at the moment. So that's it for today with respect to my technical analysis on this meme stock AMC Entertainment Holding, ticker AMC. Again, please be careful out there. You know, the technicals pretty much out of whack right now. And if you get in right now or FOMOing, the greed is going to get the best out of you. So I don't suggest doing so. The risk is extremely high right now. It's not worth your risk and your sweat and your tears to potentially lose a lot of money, because I think the downward pressure is substantial going forward. And the chart is really speaking for itself. So again, you know, please be careful, stay safe out there, and kindly hit the like button, the subscribe button, also the bell notification, and watch out for the next video coming up. Take care, guys.